Hey guys, Jeff Ford, CTF coach in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and today we're kicking off our Savannah Rock and Roll Marathon and Half Marathon Tip Series. What we're going to be doing over the coming weeks is breaking down how to calculate out your pace, understanding nutrition, getting your head right for the marathon, and then also a whole lot of other tips that you guys can use on race day. What's important to note before we start talking about pacing is that the average marathon finish time for guys is 4 hours and 16 minutes, and then for women, 4 hours and 47 minutes. That would, put the average paces per mile at the marathon distance between 9:30 and about 11 minutes. So that's a long way, and it's almost, be realistic with your pacing. Make sure you do the calculations that I'm going to mention, and then also know that you can do this. Anyone out there can run a marathon as long as they put the proper training in and then go through these steps that we're going to explain to you over the coming weeks. What's also important to note is men and women, the average age is over 40 for marathon runners. So it seems like folks like to take on this challenge a little bit later in life. So now on to the main topic, pacing. If you're not in a structured program and you're not running tests throughout your training, you're not going to get the full experience out of your marathon. Number one, what my athletes say to me is I want to feel good on race day and I want to just feel good the entire way, okay? So in order to do so, what we typically like our marathon athletes to do and our more intermediate to advanced athletes is do a 13.1 mile time trial. That's what TT stands for. So whether this is in a race setting or on your own, it's very, very critical to go out and test this. Second step, for more the intermediate beginner athlete or someone running a half marathon, we want to see a 10K time trial. We're about 5 weeks out from the event, so this is a very important time to get these numbers down, okay? The last one, this is definitely geared towards the beginner or the intermediate, or I actually throw this in as an extra workout for advanced athletes, is 2x5K time trials resting 10 minutes. This is going to give that athlete enough recovery to where they can hold a similar 5K split. After we get that split, what we're going to do is add the two 5Ks together, and then we're going to add 15 seconds to 20 seconds per mile off that pace, okay? So to give you an example, a case study on this, looking at the average marathon mile for a man, that's 9:46, that means that person is going to run about an 8:30 5K pace. So 8:30, we're looking at 8:30 plus 15 seconds, 8:45, and then we're going to add those two together to get that 10K, okay? What you have to remember here is you've got to use your resources that are out there. Macmillan Calculator that's online is where you can take these numbers that you figure out and then figure out what your marathon pace needs to be or what your body's capable of given getting the nutrition right, getting the pace in, and getting the mental and anxiety piece down. Another option out there is TriCalc. It's a great application that you can use for triathlon as well as for any road races that you do. My name's Jeff Ford. Hit us up in the comments if you're confused on how to do these benchmarks, and we will see you back next week for more Savannah Rock and Roll tips.